What is up, everybody? We are Head Glitch Games here hosting our third 4v4 CDL style tournament. In this tournament, we're going to be having 11 teams face off for a $250 winner-takes-all prize pool. I'm very excited to see what we have in store.
Yeah, me too. In this tournament, the way it's going to be set up, it's a best-of-3 tournament, just like Avery had said, until we get to the finals, which is a best-of-5. Now, we've done these tournaments a few times in the past. We're excited to be back and doing it yet again as we jump into our first match.
Our first matchup is going to be Infinity Esports versus Ace Desire on Hardpoint Fortress. Now, Hardpoint Fortress is certainly a map that we see a lot of in these tournaments, but it is one that I prefer for Hardpoint. It's one of my favorite ones. So, as we get into this one, Ace Desire in the blue, Infinity Esports in the red. Who will take home the victory in round one? Starting off pretty strong. Fatty getting a kill onto Rex here. Trying to push into Steady. Traded out by Nick, but injuries with a quick trade there. And even numbers here for these teams as they flip the spawns. Rex taking out Parker with well-placed shots there. And it looks like the first points are going to be going towards Ace Desire here. Now, P1 is notoriously difficult to hold on this map. It's really going to be about that P2 to P3 rotation here. What do you think about this one, Marcus?
Yeah, I think P1 is always a very difficult rotation just because you're so out in the open. It's behind the truck. That's your only piece of cover, essentially, and that's all you got. So, that, P1 is always very difficult, especially early on in the game. But as we start getting more into the rotation of the hard point, you're going to see a little bit more diverse areas, a little bit more cover pops up into different points and stuff like that. So it's... right now, a strong start for both teams, 22-12. As we go into P2, it's still very early, but P1's definitely difficult right off the rip.
And Rex picking up a kill onto P2, immediately traded out by Fatty here as Infinity Esports kind of growing their lead a little bit here. Razzo can't get a kill, and Steady gets taken down as well. Now it's going to be kind of a 3v2 situation as they hold these points, but here comes injuries up from behind. Can he get a couple of kills here? Takes out Nick and secures the point for his team.
Very early on in this tournament, we have, Ace Desire trying to get up to that 38 mark. You're going to be able to do it very easily here. 20 seconds left on this point two.
Gets taken down,
able to hold it, though.
Unfortunately, they can't hold down that P2 as we see the P3 rotation here. Parker couldn't make it all the way back. Abbott here going to try and take a peek onto Steady, but gets immediately taken out. His injuries takes out Nick in mid. Now we have an interesting rotation, and P3, in my opinion, is one of the easiest points to hold, but it's going to be up to Ace Desire if they can take that advantage.
Infinity Esports doing a great job already, kind of maintaining these the points, getting early on that hard point. Right now, Ace Desire is still taking over the last of P2 or P3. Sorry, yeah. This is a very, very interesting P3. We have Ace Desire 41 and 61. They are able to come back still very early. Typically, we start seeing that snowball effect once we hit that 100 to 150 point range, but we're not quite there yet. So it's still anybody's game. P3 is also difficult because you're just with this fountain, right? And the fountain itself provides some cover, but not everything. So it's up to your team to cover you. Typically, there's only one person on that hard point, and that's the way that you would want to play it if you are, on this map. So it's up to your team to kind of defend and try to hold off everybody else that's coming in for you.
But here the important rotation is Infinity Esports controlling mid. However, they're not aware of Rex quite yet. Unfortunately, gets spotted out and taken down. That's an easy, quick 4 kills and a team wipe for Infinity Esports as we now move on to P4. P4 is pretty easy to hold. Whoa, this jump spot's crazy. Rex with a huge jump spot there is going to take out Parker. Gets one. Can they get more? He knows Abbott is in default here by the cannons. He's looking for it. He's biding his time, though. He's playing it smart. Picks up a kill on top rails. Gets 2 on Abbott there. And that is going to be, holding positioning really well, though. Rex is being very patient. Jumps onto the point, but the timing might not be right for him. Nick almost getting the kill. He's very low. He needs to get the couple of kills here to keep himself alive. Gets 1. Can he get 2? No, he can't. Traded out, though, by his teammates. Now Nick, the only one alive on Infinity Esports who can make a play on this point.
Rex did a great job trying to hold down that point as long as he could, able to get 10 points for his team, getting that leaderboard up a little bit higher for him and Ace Desire. It's very difficult. As you saw, there's a bunch of Infinity Esports players running around on this point, and he was able to kind of hold off for a while. So that just goes to show the mentality that Rex has, just jumping around on that point, surviving as long as possible.
Yep. playing very patient, playing for his team. Unfortunately, the rotations don't really seem to be going their way as Infinity Esports starting off strong onto P5. But injuries getting taken down by Nick. Nick looking for more, gets another. He's in a very powerful position here. If he can hold it long enough, he could really get his team a lot of points, but he gets stunned out by Rex. Are they going to peek him? He knows Steady has gone into bottom maps there, gets the kill onto him. Now it's kind of up to Nick here to bag a couple of kills and make sure his team doesn't die out too quickly.
Yeah, Nick's got to put in the work here. He gets one, gets the second. He's looking for that third, knows that he's there, is able to get Steady.
What a kill.
I was just holding on to this hard point. This map awareness is crazy as he gets that 4-piece.
On that 10 killing spree there, Rex Steady unfortunately take him down there as Razzo trying to get these points for his team. But it's a 20-point lead for Infinity Esports here as we rotate back into P1.
Razzo not doing so great right now, 9-16. It's not where he wants to be at, but that's all right because we got Search and Destroy coming up next. It's going to be a different kind of game mode. Let him play a little bit slower. You know, definitely time for improvement there.
Unfortunately, the team kill there takes him off the point. Ace Desire needs to get these points as they rotate from P1 to P2 just to make sure that they can kind of snowball and get that teamwork really rolling, get those comms flowing and all that.
Yeah, we got Parker over here popping the dead silence.
Injuries on the flank,
able
gets
to get
taken
one.
down. But they take down 3. Now the rotation to P2 is going to be pretty easy for Parker here. Has the dead silence to use, has lots of time on it as well as he's trying to... Seems like he's trying to run a quick flank around here. Picks off Steady. Fatty takes out the other one, and now it's just Rex in a 1v1 against Parker, but Parker has the dead silence. Is he going to hear him coming? No, but Nick takes him out just before he can get that kill. It's going to be all about this fight here. Steady really has to stay alive and really has to put in the work like we were talking about earlier, but unfortunately gets taken down by Fatty, and P2 is securely controlled by Infinity Esports.
Infinity Esports looks like they have a great control on this map already, and they already have P2 kind of covered. They're watching out for all of these different angles, and you can see that in the leaderboard. They're just holding it off a lot better than Ace Desire has been able to. That's not for lack of trying, though, as Steady, Rex, and the rest of the team keeps continuing to try to hop onto P2, but it's going to be difficult to get on there.
And injuries. Got a couple of kills there. Rex gets taken down by Parker. Unfortunately, it goes back towards Infinity Esports as 2 of Ace Desire flood it. Can Nick get 2? No, he can't. Razzo takes him down. Now Razzo looking for more here. Gets Fatty. Can he get Abbott as well on the head glitch there? But the stairs, yes, he can. Well played by him to secure some points for Ace Desire.
Yeah, Razzo using that new Kevin Durant skin, too. That's just added to the game not too long ago, I believe, in the latest update. So, way to keep it recent.
Keeping it recent here, but can they keep it tight as we move into P3? The rotation looks like it's going towards Infinity Esports this time, and they could really use these points to, they held P4 down really easily last time. They could use these points earlier on to kind of secure the win for them.
Yeah, they definitely could, but Infinity Esports already kind of have this area locked down. Ace Desire is not going to have an easy time getting onto P3. As you can see, Infinity Esports just looking down every angle possible. Parker holding down this fountain as much as possible. Fatty gets taken out, though. Looks like a lot of trade is going on, but Infinity is still able to hold on to the fountain as long as they possibly can.
Yeah, Infinity is really using their numbers advantage here and making sure they can kind of keep them out of their spawn, so that they can have a full control of this P3. The question is, how good are they going to be able to rotate towards P4 here? Nick in kind of an advantageous position, but he needs to make use of it now. And he looks out for Steady, gets 1. Can he get 2 onto Injuries going towards P1? Doesn't look like Injuries is going to fight him quite yet, but he gets Parker in mid, and now he knows. Nick looking for the kill here. Can he get multiple? Rex peeks out. Killed by Abbott and Nick on the team shot there. As they rotate down towards P4, it's going to be very important that they can hold this top rails position. So Nick getting on the jump spot here, looking for Injuries. He heard him coming. Well played by him to get onto top rails.
Yeah, jumping on the top rails right there. Gives him a little bit of a power position. He's able to take out Rex on his way over to the point. Jumps down. And they're able to secure it relatively easily. This is where we start seeing that snowball effect that we typically talk about in these tournaments, right? It seems like Infinity has a great map control. It looks like Nick is popping off with that little 2-piece, throwing down that trophy. And this might be the snowball effect for the rest of the game as they continue to look for 250 on the leaderboard.
Now, they can't win it off at this point, but if they can rotate perfectly to the next one, it's not going to be very hard to get get and secure that victory. So it's really going to be up to Ace Desire to not only take control of this P4, but also make sure that P5 is theirs and it's locked down tight. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be happening for them as Rex trying to peek down bottom green, gets taken out by Nick. Injuries. One there. Pop the dead silence. Unfortunately, Nick takes him out again. Nick going hard with the Vaznev on Fortress.
Yeah, next definitely putting in the work with that Vaznev. We're going to see a lot of Vaznevs, a lot of TAC 56s. Those are obviously the most overpowered right now in the CDL. A lot of players really love them, but I did see an MP7 earlier, I guess the Vel earlier, and you know, that's always fun. We do follow the CDL rules, but in this tournament and in the last 4v4 tournament, we've let the players kind of make up their own GAs and follow them as such. So it's always fun to see like different weapons being utilized as we come to the end of this game.
But not a different weapon can't save you from a loss there, as Hardpoint Fortress comes to a close with Infinity Esports taking down Ace Desire in round one, or game one, sorry.
Yep. In game one, we still have plenty of time left in this first round as we hop into Search and Destroy next. And Search and Destroy, it's a very different game mode than Hardpoint. There's different things to look forward to. It's obviously a lot slower, and this would be where Infinity is able to kind of, or not Infinity, I apologize, Ace Desire is going to be able to kind of come back a little bit more and try to play a little bit more patiently, maybe not rushing the points. And just kind of funneling into a death tunnel, essentially, is what I saw a lot of in that Hardpoint game. So as long as they take it a little bit easier in Search, they have a good chance of coming back. They were keeping it pretty equal, too, at the beginning of that Hardpoint game. That's another thing that I noticed and saw. So as they jump into Search and Destroy, it's going to be interesting to see if Ace Desire is able to kind of pick up some kind of momentum and see if they're going to be able to play Control.
Yeah, and they're really going to need to keep that momentum because, as we saw in the last game, that MVP, Nick, going crazy with a 39-16 KD ratio, going very hard with the SMG, and it's scary to go up against a player that's mechanically talented like that.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, it definitely is. It's a KD that you love to see, especially early on, right? Nick was just popping off, absolutely. But KDs doesn't necessarily mean everything, right? It's all about how you play objective, how your team is playing together. The thing about Infinity was that they were able to hold down these hard points very, very well. So it wasn't just up to kills. They were able to hold down their position very well. They had great map control. They knew when to rotate. All of these things together led them to that victory and could possibly do the same as we go into Search.
Yeah, and Search and Destroy, obviously a much more team-based mode. You don't get those respawns, so those high kills might not mean as much, and that's those 1v1s that you win are obviously very important, but if you can play your positioning right, Ace Desire does, as you said before, have a good chance to come back. The question is, what map will they be picking for Search and Destroy?
No, that's always a good question. I have a feeling it's going to be Hotel. We've seen a lot of Hotel in a lot of these tournaments. It seems to be a very popular Search and Destroy map. I personally prefer it way more on Control. I think it's a much more balanced map on Control, but we'll see it as they, we jump into the game. The other option, my personal favorite, is LSELO for Search and Destroy. It's not a popular pick, at least not in our tournaments as of lately, but it's one that I really enjoy. I like the balance of that map. I feel like a Hotel is a slightly better map for Control than LSELO, just because Bs on LSELO can be very open, very difficult to hold, but on Search and Destroy, if you're able to kind of take control of it, you can kind of play a little bit slower. You're not as much out in the open. It's all about positioning. So I personally would go for LSELO, but we'll have to see what happens.
We will have to see what happens, and it looks like the map they are going to be playing is Hotel, like you said, but it's still up to them to see who can take the victory on this one. Will Ace Desire come away with it, or will it be Infinity Esports? We're going to find out very shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a best of 3. We said this earlier, this entire tournament is going to be best of 3 until we get to the finals, in which case it's going to be best of 5. So for you guys, everybody in the chat, in the Twitch chat, let us know who you think is going to be winning in this game specifically. Are we going to see Infinity move on to round 2, or are we going to see our next and first Control game?
Be exciting to see Control. Usually, sometimes it doesn't get to that point. Sometimes it does get to that point. Control, obviously, the most, in my opinion, the most nuanced mode in Call of Duty. Not
perfect, but as we wait for, you have to kind of.
If they knew he was going down towards Secret, I think he does. Nick hears him, spots him out a little bit. Razzo, a good spot though. Unfortunately, Parker takes him down. Immediately traded by Rex though onto Abbott. And the bomb is still in a very protected spot here if they can play it smart. But Nick down in Secret takes him out. Now the bomb's in the open. Parker still in bottom bed, a powerful position here. But now it's a 1v3. Rex has to clutch this up. Can he get one? Yes, he can. Gets the kill on a fatty. And now he's backing up towards his spawn. But if they play it smart, Parker and Nick, if they realize that the bomb is down onto A and they can win these 1v2 situations, then, it's going to be locked up tight for them for round 1.
Yeah, but Rex, very smart with that dead silence. He's going to be pushing. He kind of knows where positioning is. That was actually a great rotation if he was able to get some shots off there. But instead, Infinity just had a really great positioning while they were watching A. But Rex did his best in that situation.
Rex did his best in that situation for sure, but Parker had the better angle in bottom bed, and he takes him down, and that's going to be round 1 towards Infinity Esports. Now, Hotel is a map that I've played a lot of in this COD. It's one of my, like you were talking about earlier, it is definitely one of my favorites for Control, but it's also one of my favorites for Search, just considering the size of it. There's a lot of space in between the bomb sites. There's a lot of space in between, the spawns. It doesn't obviously take a lot of time to get to each point, but it does take a lot of time to set up if you want to do it correctly. And here we see Injuries set up in top bed. Nick crouch walking. Are they going to get the timing onto each other? Is Nick pushing onto patio here? Injuries not peeking out that door, though. It's going to be interesting timing to see if they peek each other or what goes down here. Fatty holding bottom bed. And it looks like Infinity Esports has planted the bomb quick, which makes a lot of pressure for Ace Desire to try and get these kills really fast. As Rex picks up one. Abbott now in kind of a 1v2 situation, but he's holding down Razzo. He's trying to call him out for the flank. He knows Rex is there. Takes him down. Now Abbott. Is he going to turn around and find Razzo quick enough? No, he's not. Razzo with the dead silence. Now it's a 2v2 situation. Super winnable for Ace Desire, but they have to defuse the bomb right now, and they're out of time. There's no way that they can get this one. Razzo defusing, but it's a lost cause here as he's 1v1ing Nick. Going to get blown up by the bomb, and that's going to be 2 rounds in favor of Infinity Esports.
They planted that bomb very, very quickly. That was very impressive, honestly, jumping right onto A, able to plant that. And if they were able to hold it a little bit better, then would have seen a little bit more happen. But just, yeah.
Didn't turn out that way there. It's going to be, well, technically Fatty picking up the kill, but the bomb explosion taking him out in the 1v1 situation. And now Infinity Esports up 2. Ace Desire has a lot of ground to cover.
They definitely do. 2 rounds is definitely winnable. We've seen it before, but Infinity is doing a great job at just everything that they're doing as of right now. Positioning has been really great. Planting the bomb was really well done. Ace Desire has a lot to do.
And Fatty picking up the kill on Razzo, traded out by Rex. And now it's a 3v3 situation, but Rex in a dangerous spot. It's hard to peek that top patio or those big top stairs, as they call it for that one. As Rex calling out the flank. Parker and Rex kind of in a 1v1 situation. Parker stuns him, but he's low on HP. Not going to peek this one quite yet. Playing patient. They're on defense. They know how much time they have to work with, but no dead silence. You have to wonder if they heard him just jump there and just into the Archer's area. Steady holding down Statue. Abbott with the sniper rifle in top bed. Can he pick up a couple of kills? But Rex with the dead silence popped. He's going to be a really good surprise here as Abbott can't get the kill. Rex picking up that one, and now it's a 2v3. They have to defuse the bomb, and they have to get quite a bit of kills here to make up that difference.
Yeah, this is going to be a big make or break. Parker kind of sees Steady over there. Maybe not, though. Yeah, it definitely looks like they saw each other at some point. See who makes a move here very quickly.
Parker peeking out, has the first shot advantage, but he can't hit him, and Steady takes him down. And it's Infinity Esports here, or sorry, Ace Desire here, with a huge advantage on attack to get this round back.
They have a huge, huge advantage. Still a lot of time, and they're able to clutch it up.
Yeah, Ace Desire there, able to take the first round of this game, as it's a 1-2 difference. They played that attack really well. They planted the bomb at a great time, and then they, held their angles properly, traded each other out. Works out in their favor. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, this is still a very winnable match for them, right? Like 2 rounds to win. They just did one of them. They just have to keep that momentum up yet again. What do you think led to that win for them?
I think it was mostly had to do with the positioning and the teamwork there. Definitely holding the angles, making sure that they were, calling out the flanks properly. Obviously, there was a 1v1 that should have been won by Infinity Esports there, but, sometimes it doesn't swing out that way, and it was a nice, good numbers advantage, and just a good attack round in general.
Yeah, they just played it really, really well.
They planted the bomb fast today. Again, Razzo coming in, gets the kill with the MP7 there. Now it's a 4v2 situation. Fatty tagged up, so they might know where he is, and they have him almost entirely surrounded. Razzo and Rex coming down from mid. Steady going back towards Chandelier. Parker's going to chase Sorry, Parker's going to chase Steady here with the dead silence. He sees him. Is he going to be able to get the kill and get his dead silence back? Yes, he is. But now it's a 1v3. Can he get a couple of kills and secure the bomb? He might not have the time for it, and Razzo takes him down as they defuse and Ace Desire 2-2.
2-2. This is exactly what we said could happen just a couple minutes ago. Parker just not able to clutch up that 1-3. And that's a very difficult situation to clutch up. We're going to kind of see it. Razzo laying down, able to get the spot on Parker. Parker shots just off a little bit. And that's make or break, especially in a 1-3 situation. You want to make sure that your shots are on, maybe not pushing right down one of the most obvious routes. Would have helped out a little bit there. Razzo just laying down, got the advantage for that. So Ace Desire still in this game, still in this tournament, still a lot of ground to cover, and they have a lot to improve on, but they're not completely out, so it's not fair to write them off just yet, as it looks like the bomb is going to be pushed to B for the first time.
Yeah, the first time this game, the bomb's going to be pushed to B. Parker definitely sees them coming here, and he's taking an aggressive peek, but he sees the sheer numbers and has to back off towards the site as injuries pushed up towards Freezer. Can he get the kill? They're right next to each other here, just through the wall. If they realize it in time, the timing could be perfect for Parker on defense here. He can make a big play to save this round for his team. And he gets one. It's ideal. Now it's a 2v4. Steady has to make a move. Does he catch him out? No, he doesn't. Peeks the wrong corner, and Parker jumps out there, gets the kill on the Freezer. Now it's Razzo in a 1v4 situation. Picks up one. Can he pick up more? He's on B site, but it's going to be difficult to get the plant down without drawing some attention to him. But he picks up two, and now it's a 1v2 situation. Can he clutch this up for his team?
This is going to be very difficult for Razzo. We saw him kind of struggling a little bit in the hard point in the last game, but right now, a 6-3 KD. He's moving around pretty fast, pretty efficiently, has the bomb, and has the full ability to rotate over to A, which is exactly what it looks like he's going to be doing. Doesn't seem like Infinity is expecting it quite yet, and so they haven't moved on to that rotation as Razzo has that bomb planted.
Unfortunately, Fatty catches him out, sees him cross, and now Razzo with dead silence in top bedroom, but Nick, all the way from kitchen, was looking for it. Call out from his teammate there, probably secured that round for them, but Razzo, a valiant effort with a 1v2.
That was definitely a valiant effort. The rotation was really well done. They did not expect it until it started happening at that point, and the bomb was planted. Razzo found himself in a difficult situation. It's difficult to win in general, but well played.
Difficult to win those 1v4 situations for sure, but you have to remember that it's just one round difference here for Ace Desire. They could easily come back from it if they play smart like they did the last round they had attack, and they could bring it back.
Yeah, still plenty of time.
Plenty of time to bring it back here, as it looks like Ace Desire is going to be on this defensive end. Here, they calling out the B hit. Razzo looking for one, gets it, immediately traded out though. Now it's a 3v3. Bomb is still headed very fast and strong towards B, as Steady, the only one on this side of the map, to kind of help him out, but injuries, picks up one. Can injuries get two? He's low on health. No, he can't. Abbott trades him out. 2v2 situation now. Fatty, the only one on site for the offense, but Steady, the only one holding that angle for his team.
Yeah, Rex needs to get on there very, very quickly. Watching watching Steady's 6, which is helpful, but it would also be great to have some support on the actual bomb site itself. Abbott almost didn't make it, but was able to get the headshot and able to get the kill on site.
Now Rex on the outer side here. He traded out Fatty. Now it's a 1v1 situation. Abbott does not have the bomb. The bomb is, outside here as Rex got that kill. Rex picked up the SMG, picks up the MP7, still has the dead silence to work with, but it's running out rapidly. And now he needs to be very aware and very patient about what this situation entails for him. 15 seconds left. It's not enough time to take it to A, so Abbott has to come back to B. Rex, he's in Freezer. Abbott is not going to clear it. Does Rex catch him out? Abbott faking the plant, but Rex with a huge jump peek as Abbott was looking towards tiles from Freezer. Takes him down, and that's going to be a 3-3 split. Ace Desire versus Infinity. Very close.
Very, very close for sure. Able to get that jump. That patience was exactly what they needed if they were going to win that round. Rex just needed to really play that angle and really needed to just be patient overall before he jumped onto that bomb site. And that's exactly what he did, making it 3-3. Anybody's game here still. There's still plenty of time for the names have messed me up officially, but it would have been a great moment for Ace Desire if they want to continue to play in this tournament, right? Like they're going to need to keep going with this momentum. They're going to keep needing to win these rounds. Rex doing a great job. Razo also doing really well in this tournament so far. Steady doing his best covering on site itself, but that doesn't mean Infinity is doing poorly at all. Abbott able to hit shots very efficiently, very well. Parker's been doing great as well. And Fatty, we've seen him run around a couple times. It seems like both of these teams are great matchups so far. And it looks like they're going to start pushing A with the bomb. Rex has it, throws that Semtex, starts running back, able to get that reload off.
And now it's Parker on the flank. They don't spot him out. Rex looked there for a second, expecting someone quick, but Parker's taking his time as Fatty takes down Injuries over at mid, or over at Statue, I should say. And now these teams are getting surrounded. Abbott takes down Rex, Parker takes down Steady, and it's a 1v4 situation for Razo once again, but from top bed, he has a good position here, takes down one. Can he get more? Has the dead silence pop, but he got stunned out, so they know where he is. He really needs to make good use of it.
That was not the peak that he should have done at all with that Val. There was no shot that he was going to be able to actually like take that and win with it. Great moment from Razo being able to escape that stun and run away. The mistake is turning around because the Vaznev will win that every time.
Yeah, the Vaznev there coming in clutch. But Razo has had multiple opportunities to clutch, but it is very difficult to win those when you have such a severe disadvantage. And Ace Desire going down one more round again, but we've seen them come back on defense multiple times, so I'm expecting a 4-4 here after this defensive round.
There's still plenty of time to get back into it. Ace Desire just needs to get like some stuff cleaned up pretty well. Seems like Razo and Rex have been the two that are alive the longest when it comes to late game. Fatty planting the bomb very fast, very efficiently, but gets taken out by a Semtex.
Rex
That's
with
gotta
a big
hurt.
nade. And Rex with a big nade there to get the first kill here. It's a 3v4 situation. Ace Desire in a good position here. Of course, Ace Desire in the red, Infinity in the blue. Sorry about the name confusion. But Infinity takes two of their own, immediately traded out, and it's now a 2v2. Rex knows where Nick is, takes him down onto couches, and now it's a 1v1 situation. Bomb is down on A. Rex knows this. He's very aware of this situation. He took the guy that was initially trying to plant. So now, Abbott and Rex. Who is going to win this? Battle of the ARs here as well.
Out of the ARs, Rex kind of running around doing his thing, getting that nice little peek off in bottom bedroom. He's going to watch this bomb very closely. Sees Abbott, is able to get a couple shots off, but it's not going to be enough for a full kill. Abbott has to keep pushing, but doesn't see him coming, doesn't look for that flank, and gets taken out very quickly as Ace Desire ties it up with 4-4.
Yeah, and Rex there, you know, that's the last thing you expect is a quick peek, especially when Rex is on defense. Abbott gets caught out reloading on the timing there. And Rex with an 11-5 KD, putting in the work for his team on Search and Destroy.
Yeah, doing an absolute great job so far. Carrying this team a little bit. I wouldn't say it's a full carry, right? But this seems like a very well matched up game so far. These two teams competing very, very well. We saw that early on in that hard point in the last round. But right now, you just this constant back and forth. It feels like they're not only trading lives, but trading rounds. Steady not doing so hot, though, with 2-7 on his KD. Definitely could be doing a little bit more to help out Ace Desire if they would wish to continue. But Infinity doing a great job as well. Seems like these guys just have great map control. Rex taking out Abbott very early on. Two Goliaths in this tournament going very fast.
Steady caught out the flank here, takes down Parker. Ace Desire in a 3v2 situation. Now the bomb is unfortunately down on Statue, and they have a guy on that here. Fatty took him out earlier. Fatty's just holding that desk angle. He's waiting for someone to make a mistake here. He definitely hears Rex on P4.
Yeah,
but is the timing going to be right for him?
Let's see. The bomb is being planted right now as we speak. It's almost fully done. Fatty's going to have to make some move adjustments, and so is Nick.
He's creeping. Can he get the timing here onto Steady? It's a tense situation. A little bit of a standoff here. Steady looking for it. Steady taken out. And now it's going to be Fatty to try and kill Razo here as Razo pushes up the stairs. Didn't hear him coming. And now it's a 2v1 situation, but Nick getting that kill. And now it's Nick in a 1v1 to win it for Infinity and take that round and make it a 5-4 split.
Yeah, this is going to be really important if Nick is able to hit it off, but it looks like both players are just not looking at the right way at all. They're in clear sight of each other, but they're just not paying attention. Rex noticing it first.
But the shots! He missed the shots, but does he have enough time to defuse the bomb? Nick Gets the kill there, but it was 7.1, I believe, when he started that defuse, but he has 0.5 seconds left.
0.5 seconds. That was an incredible play from Nick. Rex had the first couple shots off. That could have very easily gone to Ace Desire, but instead, Infinity was able to just hit their shots a little bit better with the drop shot through the wall, able to take him out and clean up that round and defuse the bomb with so little time left. Fantastic play.
Big clutch by Nick in the 2v1 situation to keep it in the game for Infinity. Ace Desire hasn't been able to come up with a lead so far yet, but their defense seems solid, so we're expecting another 5-5 here. But if it comes down to that and Ace Desire has to go back in the offensive, they don't have a good track record with those rounds.
No, they do not at all. Ace Desire is doing really well on the defensive rounds. They're not doing so great when they push. As we just saw, Rex is able to kind of watch that, able to get a kill, but is that going to be enough? Nick is onto him and is kind of rotating through this bottom bedroom area where nobody is. Injury is kind of taking a long way. It seems like Ace Desire is kind of spread out, whereas Infinity is kind of closer together. It looks like Infinity is waiting for this A plant. Bomb is down at A. They're going to have to make some decisions very quickly.
Abbott takes out Injuries on the flank, and now it's a 2v3 situation. Rex, though, with a huge trade, but Nick came up behind him, took him down, and Steady looking for the kill onto Nick. Can't get the kill, and that's going to be Infinity taking the Search and Destroy map, and that's going to be an elimination for Ace Desire. How unfortunate there.
Yeah, that's always a rough one. Ace Desire did do a great job in this tournament so far, and it's unfortunate that they are taken out, but what could have gone better for them? Hardpoint, they definitely could have done better in late game. And it comes to Search and Destroy, they need to be much better on the defensive, or on the both defense and offensive. Offensive rounds were just not there for Ace Desire at all. And I think they really, really struggled. And in a lot of ways, Rex and Razzo both carrying their team. And we just saw that with that leaderboard. So there's a lot to improve on before our next tournament, which will be hosted next Friday. But in the meantime, we're going to see Infinity continue on in